Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am sitting here with the Damian Ryder. This is AMRAP in Tulum, Mexico edition. Instead of as many reps as possible, we are going to do as many responses as possible within 60 seconds or less. Here we go. Okay.
There it is.
Damian, tell the people who you are, what you do.
So I'm an ultra endurance athlete and I do unique endurance events all over the world. So I've paddled 500 miles solo and unsupported for 17 days in the ocean. I've skateboarded from Chicago to Santa Monica along Route 66 for 56 days and crossing the Mojave at 127 degrees for 24 hours non-stop along there. I've ran marathons carrying 36-pound mattresses with a message of never lay down, never give up. I've pushed pickup trucks 26 miles. I've ridden rickshaw bikes. I've ran around islands and I've paddled around a couple of others. And now here I am in beautiful Tulum.
Damn. Okay. How did you find your passion for the fitness industry, doing ultra marathons, just being who you are?
I was always an endurance athlete from the age of 6, really. I went through a lot of child abuse, so that was my escape, to always get on a skateboard and skate all day so I didn't have to go back.
Oh, that's time. This one's a good one. You guys know the drill. For the full interview, make sure you click the link in my bio. We're going to keep it rolling because this stuff is just too good to miss out on. So, carry on.
So, without even knowing it, I was just always an endurance athlete. That's just how I was built, to survive and to keep on going. And, I lived a lot of my childhood out on the streets as well, so that sort of built up the resilience that made me an endurance athlete. And then I pretty much played all sorts of sports, and I went into fighting for a long time. So I fought for 11 years and had my own gyms and everything as well. And my life was just going on a roller coaster up and down, just trying to deal with PTSD from what happened in my childhood. So I just decided to break myself all the way back down to my raw foundations and just rebuild myself from scratch all over again, the way I knew I should be built. And sports and fitness played a massive role in my survival, getting through. So that was the core root of what I was doing. So it's just train as hard as I could, and I sold my car. If I needed to get anywhere, I'd run. I'd go shopping with masks and weight vests on and everything. Like, I just didn't care how I looked. It was just, I was there to build myself up as strong as I could and to show people what's possible in life. And I went back to the ocean and started surfing again, and that's what that drew me to doing the big paddle. First it was just to raise awareness against child abuse and tell people, hey, get down to the ocean. There's so many great healing qualities of it. But after the paddle, my life completely changed, and I ended up just doing more. Like, people were living vicariously through what I was doing, the challenges, and it was really giving them hope to keep on moving forward through what I was doing on an extreme level. So just getting off the couch, walking around the block, just didn't seem that much of a big thing to them now, So it was good. So I just kept on doing it that way and just kept trying to work out the tools that how I've been able to keep on moving forward where others haven't been as lucky, and just so I can share that with other people now.
That's incredible. I think oftentimes something that's missing is people sharing their story.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Kind of, you see us in fitness, you see the lovely physique, you see the lovely body, but it's the story behind that body, and it's the story of how you got to where you are and what message it is that you want to continue to share with others in order to truly inspire them and impact them, because it's not just about the physical change, it's about the foundation change, what you said.
Yeah, sure.
Did you find that to be one of the hardest things for you to break down all of that foundation and come back to kind of how you started to rebuild yourself or rebirth yourself?
Look, the industry's changed a lot over the years. Like, I've been training solely for the last 27 years. And, and it's changed. Like, when I started, like, even back then, there wasn't many gyms about. Like, I had to make everything, which is, I was doing things which is now called CrossFit. But, it's just out of necessity, I just had to flip tires and had to carry buckets and had to do pull-ups and had to run with chains on me and stuff, because there wasn't many gyms about, But then they started popping up everywhere, and everyone's like, all right, fitness is the way to go for our mental health.
Yes.
And without even, putting that mental health, dialogue to why they were doing it. They just knew, all right, I've got to try something here. You know, it wasn't really much of an awareness then. And then nutrition started, and everyone's like, you got to look at your nutrition. So that started happening, and then it's like self-help. You need to read self-help books. You need to do this. You need to go and speak to someone. You need to start speaking out. You know, now we're moving into, you know, more about the inner self, you know, with the meditation and knowing that, and those of us who have been in the industry for a long time, you know, training like yourself, then we know it's a combination of all of it
Right.
that we need, you know. It's not just, there's so many different complexing layers, like an onion of life, that pile up on top of us, that we need to make that not complicated, but complex of how we peel back those onion layers for ourselves as well. You know, and I look at, you know, say myself, coaches, trainers, practitioners, not as teachers, like we're not there to teach anyone, but
Right.
we're there to share. You know, we experience and we get to a level where we know of what we're doing, we explore that to the extreme, and then we start sharing it with other people in a simple form that other people can understand and not complicate it, not look at ourselves like we're gurus.
Right.
It's just like, this is what we do, this is our purpose, and this is who we are. You know, we learn and we share, and that's how everyone should be to be able to keep moving forward, I think.
Right. What, you know, top 3 things would you recommend to someone that is trying to overcome something huge and, you know, use fitness or use their body or rebuilding themselves as kind of a starting point?
Look, fitness is great because you can get measurable results and you can hold yourself accountable. Like you can feel yourself getting fitter, faster, stronger.
Right.
And it happens quite quickly, you know, within a few days, a few weeks, you see these big changes. And with those changes, you feel yourself getting stronger and you feel yourself that you are actually moving forward. And we're all moving forward because the sun rises, sun sets every single day. The trees grow, so time's moving forward, so we're moving forward with it. So with us seeing that we're getting fitter, faster, stronger, it allows us to open up to what else is possible, what else can we do, and it steps us out of that comfort zone. You know, we all go through being in an uncomfortable place with our fitness. You know, no matter on what level you're at, you know, you're always pushing that next level, pushing that comfort zone to get fitter, faster, stronger as well. If you're starting out or if you're a seasoned athlete, you know, you're always looking for that extra edge and that performance and what can you do. But the more that you do it, I think the more internalized you make it. So you start connecting back with your breath and you start simplifying these things, because everything else that you're doing becomes intuitive for you. So it's not like you have to think about everything that you're doing, and you don't need to have someone there to hold your hand and tell you to do everything. You're just getting up and you're just doing it.
Right.
You know, and there's not much thought. The other thought is, all right, how do I keep myself calmer? How do I get stronger? How do I not get injuries? How do I recover quicker? You know, we start thinking about those things a little bit more, and then that's what we share. But for other people, it's just people just starting out. It's just, I tell people they should test and challenge themselves daily. And it doesn't have to be in fitness, it can be in anything at all.
Right.
You know, trying new foods, traveling to a new destination, walking a little bit further along the beach, going into an ocean when it's cold, you know, whatever it is, you know. Ride a bike to work instead of driving your car one day, or, you know, it could be anything. So it's, you know, it's about testing yourselves, and the more you push yourself out of your comfort zone, well, then your comfort zone increases wider and wider.
Right.
And then those sorts of things again, you know, become intuitive, and it's easy to do. Once you've done something, you know you can do it.
Yep.
So it becomes easier each time.
Comes habit.
Yeah.
You've got a new book that just came out or is about to come out.
Come out yesterday, yeah.
Okay, give us all the deets about that.
All right, so I'm grateful that Austin Macaulay out of New York, one of the publishers, they've just released my book, One Breath Meditation, and it's pretty much about that. You know, it's a combination of everything that I've been through in life, and just dissected it all out to put together a 5-step progressive transformation meditation. And it has traditional meditation, it uses elements, vibrations, movements, EMDR therapy. Just a nice combination that's it's complex, but it's not complicated. And it's just awakes the senses of what we go through each day and simulates what happens when we get into arguments, when we have panic and anxiety attacks, all our senses are heightened. So it just allows the senses to heighten up a little bit. For instance, looking out to the ocean, watching the waves and listening to the waves and bringing that back to your breath. So being able to disconnect from what's going on in our mind and out in front of us and reconnect back to ourselves with 3 conscious decisions to take a deep breath in all the way to your belly, hold for 2 and slowly let it go through your mouth. And in doing that and having that connection to that, you have to disconnect from everyone else and everything else that's going on around you. So it just progresses along that way to be able to get back to yourself and to be able to use it right there and then. It's not about waiting to the next morning to sit on your favourite mat for 25 minutes and get yourself in that space. Because when you're in an event or in an argument or in a boardroom or no matter what it is, we've got that amount of time to get ourselves in the same headspace as sitting for 25 minutes. So
I love
that's what it's about.
And where can we find your book?
If you go on the Austin Macaulay website, you should be able to just find it there, and it's available on Amazon and a few other places as well.
And where can the people find more of you?
So you can just find me on Instagram, just on Damien Ryder, DAMINRIDER, or DamienRyder.com.
Love it. Thank you so much. He just got AMRAPed. Total inspiration. Check him out. And thanks, guys.
See ya.